Hey guys, welcome back. Shane here, ParaLife TV. All right, so today I'm going to take part in a research study, virtual reality research study for paraplegics to do with exercise. I don't know a whole lot about it, but they're going to explain it inside when I go inside to take part of the experiment. So I love to give back, and I love to take part of these experiments and research projects, because whatever I can do to give back to help with information on people with spinal cord injuries, the better. All right, enjoy.
So what you're going to do is you're going to keep this at 50 RPM.
Yep.
He'll change the resistance if it's too easy for you. And you're going to go for 10 straight minutes. Right now, like before it starts.
Yep.
We're going to take your heart rate. We're going to ask your perceived rate of exertion. Halfway through at 5 minutes, we're going to do the same thing. I'll ask you that. Check your heart rate. And at the 10-minute mark, right when you finish, we'll do it again.
Okay.
And it'll also tell me your max heart rate achieved and your average heart rate achieved.
Okay.
And you'll do it all wearing the VO2 mask.
Okay, so 50 RPMs. Mm-hmm. I can go from there if I want.
We'll make it
just
harder.
continue with 50.
Say it at 50.
But if it's too easy, we'll increase
gotcha.
the resistance,
Yeah.
so you can continue that 50.
Okay.
If you go too low in 50, we'll decrease the resistance, so you can keep it at 50 the whole
Yeah,
time.
keep it at 50.
Yeah.
Getting to 50 is really easy
Yeah.
at the beginning, so we'll make it harder for you.
Good?
It didn't read that, so I'm just gonna wait a second, do it again.
Oh, okay.
It was given an A.
Yeah, I have one of, you know, the one at the gym that you see me,
Yeah,
see me
yeah,
on it?
yeah.
I have one of those at home.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't really used it the last 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
I'd use the one at the gym mostly.
Put the mask on you
Yeah.
there.
You might want to hold it to where it feels comfy on your face and just push it flat against. Okay. It will make that wheezing noise. That's a good thing. Okay.
Okay.
We have to tell people that.
Yeah.
We have to tell people.
Not get any more air.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can start pedaling whenever you want.
Yeah, you just wanna get this up to 50?
Wait.
And I'll make it harder for you to, well, harder, but also easier. That's a good pace. If you go, just don't go above 60, then we'll be all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get some music going here just to keep it fun.
All right, so what would your exertion be on the scale there?
It'd be easy, very easy.
Maybe a 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say between very, very easy and easy.
Okay.
Yeah,
There we go.
So we'll give you a few minutes with that off your face and let you come back down to rest before we start VR.
Yeah, breathe again.
Yeah, please just breathe.
Okay, so for this one, we're gonna do the exact same thing pretty much. You're gonna do the VR exercise for 10 minutes. Halfway through, we're gonna ask you again to yell us out kind of how you would feel on that scale. So if you can try to maybe remember the...
Yeah, because you won't be able to see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can just
Yeah.
kind of remember what the descriptors and the numbers are.
You can do a number
Yeah.
or a word, whatever, and we'll just translate it for you. And we'll ask you again at the very end, of course. So, Sam, you want to explain the app to me?
Okay, so this app's called Supernatural. It's like a fitness app for the VR here. So the point of the app is like there'd be 2 colored like kind of balls or like circles coming at you. One's black, one's white. The black kind of corresponds to your left side, so your left arm, and the white's to your right arm. So basically it's just like you're punching at it, okay? So there'll be a couple balls that are just normal circles that would just be swing at them. Then there'll be a couple other balls that have like triangle tips, and whatever that direction that triangle is kind of like either you can do an uppercut or an across. Yeah, so it's meant for like a workout, and there's like a trainer kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
To do it.
Your nephew might have had Beat Saber. It's
Okay.
very similar.
Yeah.
Music plays and you
The
punch
sword
to
or
the beat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be very similar to Beat Saber. It's just like they're coming at you, and it
Yeah.
just kind of tells you which direction. It's just all
Okay.
about you swinging to do it. There would be a couple one that are multicolors, like both colors. That's just like you put your hands up to block it, and then
Multicolored block.
and then just be there's like 3 songs during that 10 minutes.
3 or 4,
Yeah, there's a couple lines, so you don't have to worry about that. We kind of like, just turn that off. and it's just basically you're swinging boxing at some for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Hold that in a relatively comfortable spot.
And you feel like you're back at 0 right now?
Yep.
Okay.
the
Just swing with
start.
those in your hands.
Yeah, you don't need to press any blends at all. And that is your left there. Swing away.
The only thing that you should have to punch is, or hit a button for, is when it asks you next song. It's okay, you'll get used to it. It's okay if you hit that, don't worry.
Seems like I just a gun at me. Oh.
Alright, you're all set there. We'll let you finish the song though if you want.
I can hear you.
Okay, so for this one, you're gonna be going at 70 up here instead of 50, and you wanna keep it at 70 the whole time.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen is you're gonna start for a minute with no resistance on it, so it's gonna be really hard to keep that at 70 because you're gonna wanna go faster than that, but you just have to try to stay at 70 best you can. And so that's gonna be for 1 minute, and then after that minute, I'm going to keep adding wattage to the bike every minute until you get to a point where you can't maintain 70 anymore.
I heard just beating right now. I'm fast. Like,
Yeah.
just ready to-
I'm guessing it'll be a bit before you tap out
Yeah.
because this chart here is what we go off of. So you're gonna start 1 minute unloaded, 20 watts, 27, 34, 40, 47. Your self-selected pace was near 75.
Oh,
So it might take a while for you to get to the max.
So I might jump a couple stages at one point, but I'm sure you'll manage. And if in the event that we got all the way down to 94 and you were still going, then I'm gonna increase the RPM instead of the weight because I couldn't go up any higher. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
so you quit.
I'll show what you're at. So you're at 7 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ran out of weight, so bring her up to 80.
Doing awesome.
Good job.
Come on, you can stop.
14.
Okay.
Oh,
Awesome.
good job.
Wow.
Feel like you reached 10?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Good work.
Great job.
You can do it like a cool down if you want to keep the arms moving out.
Yeah.
Resistance down. You start pushing back and do it easier.
Holy.
Oh wait, I'll look at what your heart
That was
rate
awesome.
is.
Just get your arms moving there.
Go ahead.
Good work.
We're going in order of the ones that you did, and then I'll talk about the max one at the end.
It's all in the computer here.
Yep. So for the
Just kidding.
the hand crank one that you started with, the max value that you saw for how much oxygen your body was pulling in at a time was 16.1 milliliters per kilogram per minute. So that's how many milliliters of oxygen you're consuming per kilogram of your body mass per minute. And so we were interested in like what that would look like for the last 5 minutes or so of that exercise. Then when you look at it with this graph, it makes it kind of easier to view, but this is the one that we care about is your VO2. So, well, that one's in liters per minute. We'll go with this one down here because it's in milliliters per kilogram per minute. That's like more specific to your profile.
Okay.
So this like starting point is like when you began the exercise, your body will like rapidly require more oxygen. So that's this steep curve. And then once it starts to level out, you're kind of more used to doing it, and then it just gradually gets a little bit more until you reach a state where like you're not going to consume anymore because the task doesn't require any more oxygen.
Okay.
So that was the hand crank one. So it had a nice smooth curve to it. And then, so your VR one, the max value that you saw was 15.8. I can't remember what I said the other one was. 16.1. So they were really, really close. And then the graph for that is a lot more like variable because you can see like when you did that first song, there was a huge jump because it was like it seemed like a much higher energy one than the other two were, and then it kind of like leveled out, and then in between songs you could see a drop because you're waiting to change the song, you're not breathing as heavy, and then those last two were pretty chill in comparison to the first one, so they kind of slowed down. And then for your max, you got to 26.4 milliliters per kilogram per minute, which is really excellent. And I think the most that I've seen from when I was working on this project was like maybe 35 or 40. That's like what other people have been able to achieve, and it doesn't even mean they were like spinal cord injury. It could just be an able-bodied person that was trying to do this. And I don't know how old they were. They could have been like my age, or they could have been middle-aged. Doesn't really matter, but like that's still a really excellent value. And then when you see the graph for that one, it has pretty nice curve, and then you can see that when we stopped it dropped, and then you climbed right back up really quick. So yeah.
Cool.
So essentially you kind of reached like 16 out of, what did you say was 20?
26.
26 for both exercises, so about 66% of your max, or is that correct math? Ish?
Could be.
Yeah. So it's pretty sufficient methods of exercise, and yeah, with the heart rates and the perceived rates of exertion, they were
62.
all
It was close.
62%. They were all very comparable. So, yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. Real fun.
Here, I can stop this now for you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks
That
for
was-
coming in. Thanks for doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah. We'll see you at the gym.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Here, I'll walk out with you.
Sure. Yeah. I'm probably gonna change. I'm soaked.
You are?
Yeah. I'm gonna change my other
You're gonna
shirt,
get
so I'm good to
everything
go.
on?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah?
It's all downhill.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much for doing this. And
My
if
pleasure.
You ever have another one, I'll call you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank
See
you.
ya. Well, that's it, guys. That was the testing I volunteered to do, and I'm beat. But right now, I'm gonna go to the gym. That was just a warm up, so I'm not really beat. I am wet. I gotta go change though. So yeah, hope you liked the video. Click subscribe, like it, share it out, all that good stuff, and as always, keep rolling.